I was here and I listened to the panel discussion that you had. Would it be okay if you could, in the beginning, tell us about the African Union Commission?
All right, sure. So the African Union is actually an intergovernmental organization. It's pretty much similar, even like to the European Union, where it's our member states in Africa, all the governments in Africa, gathered together to make collective decisions to influence policies that will be beneficial for the development of Africa.
One of the things that you raised during the panel discussion was giving opportunities for younger generation or younger people. And we know that historically that decisions were always made by older people because of their wisdom and experience. And I wonder, how do you think that younger generation could be helpful to be part of the discussion, considering the lack of their experience, knowledge, and let's say influence that they might have?
I think we need to really look what experience is, because if we are where we're at as a world, it clearly indicates that it has nothing to do with just experience, but you also need innovation. You also need to ensure that you have the relevant expertise and perspective based on what the world needs now, because the world has evolved and it has changed. So even if you look at someone with 20 years of experience prior, I believe that having a young person can also complement that. We, of course, need that for the wisdom, for the historical background to whatever issue we'll try and address, but we also need a fresh perspective, fresh minds, innovation, and looking into the context of what the world is facing now. So as a result of that, it takes a combination of both, the world experience, but also those that come with their lived experience, which is a difference because younger generations also have lived experiences. We're facing climate change now more than we did 10 years ago or 20 years ago. So as a result, we come with our lived experiences too.
And how do you see the future?
I think the future is going to have to take us collectively coming together. There's so much work that still needs to be done, as mentioned as well in the panel, as what we've seen, from the discussions of the UN General Assembly and the UN Summit of the Future. Whilst we look and indicate what the future can hold, we should also be aware that when it comes to the Sustainable Development Goals, as it stands, we're left with 6 years. So we're looking to the future, but we still haven't met the goals within the 6 years that are left. It takes a lot for us to get together as young people, people from marginalized communities, governments, multilateral institutions, the private sector. It would take a multi-stakeholder approach to really be able to tackle the challenges we're faced with today. And I'm optimistic that it can be done if we just work in collaboration. It also takes amplifying. And such platforms like, the Democracy Forum, where we're here in Athens, are critically important to amplify and to bring to the table various diverse voices and come up with different ideas that will have an impact on our generation to come.